Women's Equality Day celebrates a milestone in voting rights. However, more than a century later, conversation is also about using that right.
With an unusually crowded Corpus Christi ballot this November, there's plenty for Kosovan voters to consider. Our very own Lexus Green is live in studios continuing our conversation with the League of Women Voters. Lexus, good morning.
Good morning, Barbie and John Thomas. That's exactly right. Today is Women's Equality Day. Over a century ago, we got the right to vote. Fast forward to present times, it's just as important as it is ever to get out and vote. Here locally, though, we've been talking about it the last few weeks on First Edition.
Yes.
The excitement, the amount of people running. What does that mean to you, and what is that your responsibility as the League of Voters to get people out there?
Well, one of the big functions of the League of Women Voters is to get people registered to vote. And you can't participate if you're not registered.
Yeah, step one.
And the deadline is, of course, October the 5th, which is Monday, for the November 3rd general election. So it's important to do that. Yeah. Now you're thinking, well, I registered to vote. Yes, but ask yourself, did you move since the last time? You'll still be able to vote, but it might get a little more complicated. So it's best, if you have moved, to file a new card and get a voter registration that has your correct address.
Yeah, the most up-to-date information.
Absolutely.
So we've got 45 people either vying for the mayor's seat or the city council seat. That's a big responsibility for not only you guys, but to inform people. That's a lot of candidates for them to do their homework on, right?
That's a lot of candidates, and we have the League of Women Voters Guides, which we print.
Mm-hmm. That's a lot of pages.
That's a lot of pages, like a historic number of candidates, I'm told. And what we do with that voter's guide is we pose a certain number of key questions to the candidates and ask them to answer them in their own words to a limit of words. And then we print them as is. This is not a as told to or edited for length kind of thing. It's their own words, and if they run over, well, that's where it runs out. And then voters can use that to judge, to assess the candidates in some way.
Absolutely. You mentioned this voters guide, which is, we can support that by going to their Women's Equality Dinner they hold every year. If you missed that interview, we're going to have all that information on our website at KIITV.com. As always, watch us live and on air and on 3 News Plus. Thank you so much.